Put the door shut to it.
Handbrake.
Handbrake.
All the technical shit.
I was going to say, you need to come a half hour before you need to go so you get yourself set up.
This is what this is about, is trying to get all this stuff working for you. You've got to use it though, to work it all out. Well, welcome back to stage 2 of our Shotover expedition. I did have the dash cam going and all the footage of where we're going up around through the scrub and whatever, and it was a bit of a sad story because when we come home to the van that night and it downloaded onto the computer, mucking around with the little getting the what it is somewhere, getting the SD card out of it and push it with the tip of a biro or something, and then went straight out the window. I don't know, we had 4 of us searching that van for about 4 hours. The door was shut, the window screen, fly screen, and never did find it. So we haven't got any outside footage, but it's just the inside conversations and whatever until we get out to where the Aboriginal paintings and this old stockman's hut was. And the other thing is, all this camera stuff is brand new. The first time we used it, just taken out the box to do this job, and I'm not real up to speed with it. So some things are upside down and some are not, and some's alright. Anyway, have a look, see what you think.
Those have been out through.
Now tell the story.
What story is that? Now I'll go quiet.
Yeah.
National Park. Oh, about being forestry and special lease.
Yeah.
Once you go through the double gates up into the special lease. This is where Robbie and I fought this fire that was here in 2018 for 3 solid weeks. You can't fight it, you just got to control it and keep it out of the western side. Not one phone call from the boss. And then he came up because Planet had a fire. He came up and decided he'd hire the helicopter and come up here and did what Robbie told him not to do, and almost Robbie and his son, his own son, and lit up where Robbie told him not to till they were all together, and couldn't call Robbie on the 2-way because he didn't have channel 4 and they did, so he couldn't call him, but he still lit up. And Robbie and Jeremy had to come through 20-metre flames, and they just made it through. The truck the hi-hat thing was on fire and the fuel drums were sucked in, and they just got through, and yeah, Robbie ripped it up here. He'll never know when we've got another fire up here. It affected Robbie badly actually. He really aged after that, and the skin's still coming off his face because the heat in the truck was so severe that Jeremy couldn't see, and Robbie said, "Neither can I, mate." He said, "If I hit something," he said, "throw that door open and run that way." And yeah. But if they'd cooked, it would have been their fault, you could guarantee it.
And a lot of those incidences when you hear of it.
This here we call Dog Hole because we bring the dogs down here for a swim all the time.
Dog Hole.
Just Planet Creek.
No, Planet Creek.
Yeah, it's just Planet Creek. Track to your left, you can go into the old hut if you want to.
Yeah.
It's fallen down. We've tried to get it repaired, but that's like getting teeth pulled apparently. Hasn't happened. They're talking about it again now, but I wouldn't walk through it because the roof's about to fall in, I think. There's carving. People have carved their names on the walls. People who work there, they go, well, I found 1932, and I think they go back way before that.
So
before people started carving in it.
Whose hut is it?
It was just an old stockman's hut, outstation. The roof here, if you want to get out, the roof that's caved in is not actually a part of the original hut. That was just an addition because it was a family of Aboriginal family here with 13 kids, I think, and they put that on. They put a gas stove in there, and they had an old wood stove in as well, which has all collapsed and everything. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Dunny.
yeah,
There's Donny doing.
the trees.
This is our Ringer's Hut stock out station or something. It was built back, well, I don't know when, but back in the 30s, I think. And this old Falcon, she's been sitting here for quite a few years. She's about a 64 model, I think. And she would have been, looks like she would have been going when they drove her there, and probably big wet season or something, and they put her up on blocks. They cut timber blocks, just post, bush timber. Cut blocks about that long, and they jacked her up, sat her on that, and that's where she stayed. And when they saw it on pictures of it, with the all dirt around it, that's rabbits been underneath and digging the dirt out, burrowing underneath it, or something has. Look like rabbit holes. Yeah, so she's been there for quite a while. And the old house itself, well, it was, like I said before, prior to the 30s, because there's been up inside there that's got signatures and stuff on it, and one of them goes back to the 30s. But don't know how, that's apparently not the original roof. There was an Aboriginal family living in it with 13 kids or something, like somebody, I think it was 13, she said. Fair heard of them anyway. And they put the tin roof on it then and put a gas stove in it. And that was quite a long time ago. But she's all fallen down now. It's a bit sad to see, actually. Especially when they had it as a tourist destination, and they could have put a bit of money in it and fixed it all up. But anyway, that's the way it goes. And then we'll go for a wander up to a bit further up, another few k's out in the scrub out here, and have a look at the Aboriginal paintings. A big rock face full of paintings out there, so we're going to have a look at that. This Ballymoo Cliffs, or whatever they call them up here.
Ballymoo Flats.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the reason I'm asking is Lois's grandfather.
Yeah, we were just talking about that going up. Yeah.
That's what
You know anything about it?
Planet Cattle, when that was all Planet Downs many years ago, and only till just before we came here, actually, it was still all Planet Downs, because we pulled all the truck yards and things down from up there on the flats. But they used to take 1,000 head of cattle from they muster from Planet Downs on the way up through Shotover and right up to the Blackdown Tableland. They'd take 1,000 head of cattle up, and they had big old white bullocks that used to lead them up through the path, single file, up on this side of the Blackdown Tableland, up to the top, and then they'd bring the 1,000 head that they took up the year before, they'd bring them back down. And
that's probably could have been what they were talking about.
Yeah. Apparently it's a pretty narrow old thing. They used to lead the horse up.
Yeah, it's just one bull wide.
Taking a long time to get 1,000 head up and down there then.
Yeah.
One at a time.
Weaved their way up, and old Frank was telling us about it, and we were standing up there looking up at the tableland, and he was telling us, and Robbie said, "Oh yeah, I see him, look at him." And old Frank swung around, he's looking, and Robbie said, "Gotcha."
Yeah, that's pretty warm.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, well, that's all you need.
I might send one of your grandsons. We're up, before they turned into a national park, we used to go up there all the time from Blackwater.
Oh yeah.
And we're right back this way from where the national park is, or coming back this way.
Yeah.
And then big old white faced bull in there, and she's standing there looking at you. I reckon he'd been there forever.
Yes, man.
Eh?
Yeah, that's an airstrip there.
There you go, what do you get here?
These old yards here, well, as you can see, they're not used.
Yeah.
Robbie and I usually keep the wattle down out of them, and we've got to do that again. It just grows up and up. It got away on when Robbie wasn't well, it just got away, but yeah, we'll get in there and cut it off again. Trees, that big tree over here just fell a few months ago. It had no reason to, it just did. Very ordinary looking cattle here, because they come from Planet Down. These are supposed to be their top breeding cows. I'd hate to see the bloody bottoms.
Aeroplane thing don't get used very often.
Well, not now. It used to get used a lot, and we keep the ant beds off the strip. And sorry, Laura.
got
and yeah, we keep the strip so it's good. There's a lot of bed on the side, but it's you could land on that any old time. We keep the beds down and the flag. I've said to them 1,000 times we need another flag, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But at least we maintain it. If someone has to land, at least it's okay. It's safe. You know, if we eat it out with cattle, then we just run the grader up it or something to get the tracks out of it. Robbie just lost half after it, and he just couldn't give us up anything. And of course we couldn't do anything for a while anyway.
When was the fire?
It was 2019 was the last one, and 2018 was the one where the boss nearly cooked him.
So that's when that big ones that ran black oil and all over the place. Yeah, high up here, where's that thing?
So ours was a lightning strike in 2019 that went through the Western Country. It was a bloody inferno. There are some magnificent trees out here. I said lights under that would be good. It's lost a lot of its branches since we come here in storms. But none of them are around the house. They're all out here. There's some beautiful mahogany trees and stuff, you know, but they're not at the house.
Should come down the first time your journey and then take them with you when you went.
In the caravan.
Years ago when I was
you can't cut them down. No, you can't. But even so, you wouldn't cut them down because they're so nice.
Years ago I was at South Blackwater, a long time ago, and Christmas time was Christmas shutdown. In the days she used to shut down for 3 weeks, and on the last day, and there's been a big fire up in Tableland there for a week or two.
Yep.
And you can see the smoke just rolling up, and right on dark. This was South Blackwater mine, looking across, and the top of it was still in bright sunshine.
Yep.
And the middle of it was sort of halfway, and the bottom of it was dark.
Yeah.
It was that high, and then after dark, the bloody thing full of lightning.
Yeah.
Smoke cloud full of lightning. And some wildfires up in there.
Come on, good. I get the job.
Busy road, this one.
Oh, this is where the timber cutters go. There's a lot of tracks out here we can't go on where the timber cutters are. Oh well, weekends they're probably there. They camp down in the corner down here. They've got, well, I don't know how many beds have been there. Last time I paddled through there, come to shut the gates. Yeah, they've got a couple of beds down there still.
So you're not allowed to cut a tree down, but they're allowed to cut them off.
They're allowed to they've been here for nearly 2 years now, and they'll be here for a lot longer. Just cutting, and it's good. It opens a lot of the country up for us, and they put really good roads through a lot of our country, which we weren't allowed to do. But government, see, we got timber goes to the Dingo sawmill.
Where's it go?
Dingo sawmill. Dougie Olive.
Yeah.
Or Colin Olive.
Just our relations, eh?
Yeah.
We're related to them.
And Robbie's good to them and they're good to him, and they do his roads, and when the fires were here they did about $10,000 worth of work just because Robbie's good to them. They didn't charge anyone. They said, no, you're good to us.
Get some stamps for your dad?
Yeah, well I have got a few, but yeah, I don't like clockers, so no, not too many. And you know, it's all good. There's other rocks I'd like and all things, but you've got to bring the machinery out so far to get them, and time and issue, time for the issue. And I'm not driving the loader all the way out there to get it freaking stuck.
See, now if you'd learned to drive the loader and grader and shit, you could do that yourself. Yeah.
I guess I could do it if I had to.
She'd be doing it for work, but she wouldn't be doing it for play.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah. No, every time you do something, it ends up your job, so I've got enough jobs. I'm all too frazzled as it is. When we first came here, we see they bought
Whoa.
through those fires that Jim Robbie had up here. There's fires all over the place. Not once did you hear anything about fires up around this area.
The boss never rang us in 3 weeks and you never heard a mention of it. And it was the biggest fire in Queensland. It went all the way from Bohinia Downs Road right through to, they thought they were going to lose Dingo and Bluff and Blackwater and all that, and yet there wasn't a mention of it. It was all about New South Wales and somewhere else. Bob Rocky. The rangers were really good. They kept ringing all the time to see if we're okay, but they had no spare men. See, they were horrific fires on the expedition side.
What a rattle.
Rattle?
Oh, yeah. Like Robbie.
What's that rattle?
I should have gone into that tree. The toilet. Behind the tree.
Yeah.
Back choggies might need replacing too.
What's what?
There's some bouncers in the back.
Shouldn't do. I'm sitting here.
We're going straight ahead.
Yeah, straight ahead. That's a timber road. That one.
So, which one? Both ways.
Yeah. Oh well, you can go down this other one to the dam or whatever. There's only a dam down there. But if you want to see the caves, we've got to go straight out.
Yeah, that's it up.
You go out this other way. Here is their road, and it's just the timber mob road.
Shotover State Forest. This is what we.
Is that what it's telling you are?
Ballymoo Flats.
But oh gee, they've opened up the hill, and you couldn't see a thing through there. You can see right through
What
there.
sort of timber do they get?
Oh, ironbark, bloodwood, mahogany, gimpy mesmate. Yeah,
Gimpy who?
mesmate. I've never heard of it,
Me
but
neither.
I have now.
What's
And
it look like?
Well, it's like a box tree, only it looks a bit like a box tree, and then it just spreads out a bit like a gum tree. Oh, if I find one, I'll show it to you.
Wonder what it's used for.
Timber, but the first lot they cut was no good, so whether they're getting any that's any good now, I don't know.
But what did they use it for? Cows and timber?
I don't know about now, but they used to use a lot of timber in there for mine props.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'm not so much sure anymore because they don't do that as much. They use it long orchard now.
They don't use it for.
They don't use timber props like they used to as
They don't
much.
use timber for sleepers anymore either. So
No, they don't use railway sleepers no more.
Out there.
they'll probably just be household timber stuff
I
now.
mean, that little
People really don't have to.
dingle and ding
Yeah.
sounds like one of them cups.
Jumping up there.
Someone's been driving around up here on a motorbike, Robbie said.
It wasn't me.
Jonathan Lobson said there'd been motorbike tracks, so we don't know whether it was someone who got lost in the park or whether it was just somebody. You know, I used to feel so safe. I've done a lot of driving in this country on my own when Robbie's been away, you know, fixing fences and checking cattle and doing molasses runs and block runs and whatever else. And I never ever had to be anyone else around. Now, in the last few years, we've had 3 mountain bike riders come right down past the house. We've had 2 lots of motorbike riders, and they know they're in the wrong because they won't stop when you want to stop them. The bike riders, they were good. They just got bamboozled, and they apologised profusely. And they came up, and we had a good old yarn to them. And then when they got out, we sent them down through Planet, which we rang Planet and said they were coming, otherwise they'd have hunted them. And when they got out again, they sent us a lovely thank you card of this fellow on a pack horse, on his horse with a pack horse going through the mountains, thanking us for the privilege of allowing them to see the country. And they were good, but the motorbike people, they knew they were in the wrong. And then we've had a German fellow on a push bike just not so long ago, and now we've got another fellow on a motorbike. So I wouldn't know who I might bump into up here.
You said 4-wheel drive tracks could be me, but not a push bike on a motorbike.
Yeah, no, just a 2-wheel motorbike. Apparently Robbie said he'd been everywhere, so whether he got lost or he might be dead up here somewhere.
Could be. Me and Robert been prowling around last week with like a pair of old dogs. She's going to tie one of us up. Then they quarrel and old Nissan, I think. might be Robert's after that. Anyway, we prowled around the bush and scrub and knocked this little sapling there and pushed, ended up in somebody's backyard, coming out of the scrub into the yard. Just give them a wave.
Usually know if someone.
Oh well, this is our. Yeah, we go in here to check the crossing.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. And Jonathan was up here the other day, so he will have been out to the caves. Oh, that'd be great again. We had hoped to have them done by now, but he's going to have to do a bit of dozer work first. We then get these done before the warmer weather.
What's the dinging about? You got your
There's
set up, plugged in?
set up.
It's really, we don't really know what the meaning of these caves are. We seem to think they're probably just an initiation sort of area.
Yep.
There's lots of handprints and whatever's on them. They were supposed to be coming out to do some sort of preservation,
Oh, okay,
but
yep.
that hasn't happened. That was years ago.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
to do
yeah.
that.
Yep.
And then
We
of course,
actually had the honorary warden ticket for this, go looking for these.
Robbie's the bailiff of the other ones out here. They made him the bailiff.
Bailiff.
The bailiff. Not that he does anything about it.
Okay, so.
Yeah, they were coming out to re-fence, and yeah, we go through this gate. Coming out to re-fence it and do some preservation on the thing, and then we got the big wet season, and there hasn't been a mention of it since.
Put it down another bone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down there, please.
Sometimes I reckon it's easier to fall out than get out.
No, go down there and I can kick you out the ground. When hook the caravan on, I'll get cars down the road.
Yeah.
Pull them back out again.
Yeah, they're handy looking cat mirrors. Those ones, they'd be better than those other things.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they stick on.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a
Did you
set
show
of.
Robert those?
Oh, I didn't have a real hard look at them, but yeah.
Yeah. I didn't show
Talking
him.
about.
Yeah, I have to tell
We
him.
had I bought a set of them stick-on things, and I didn't even get the Bundaberg.
Yeah.
I seen it coming off. Truck went past,
Yeah.
and by the time the window went down, she was over the top.
I saw a caravan, I passed a caravan, I was coming to Planet and it was going Ralston Way some months ago, and the mirrors just went all over the road.
Yeah. They're a bit dear, about $700.
Yeah, but you're better off to pay the money and
Oh,
get the
yeah,
thing.
that-
3 lots of the other sort on the street.
and they don't work either. You can't see anything in them.
That's right, yeah. No, I must get Robbie to have a look at those.
He was talking about them. He said, "Do you really need them?" And I said, "Oh, you don't, but you would, because it'll drive you mad. You won't be able to see with them other ones."
Yeah.
I said, "You'd be like me, mate. You wouldn't be able to."
Yeah.
Some of those caravan people, they only go from.
You used to driving trucks and stuff. You don't realise how much you actually miss your mirrors.
The water line over the road, he scratches up the side.
Scratch
of the
my
car.
God.
That bloody cobbler's peg, look at it. That's what I was talking about, love. It
Wow.
is shocking.
That big one?
Yeah,
Oh, it's shocking.
that'll knock your socks around
Oh.
and your jocks.
It will, you have to be careful down to the cave. Yeah, there's not as many as that, or there weren't last time I was here.
You'll have to take your tracky backs off there.
Yeah, it's down to your knickers.
Knickers, yep.
Get tangled up in the bush like by a rabbit.
Well, I nearly threw a couple of pairs of jeans in, and I haven't worn jeans for years.
The horses and manes and falls.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, we've had another tree down. It happens all the time. Pigs have been having fun, isn't it?
I love it, that's very well.
Bogged in the pig hole.
When we first came here, had to walk quite a distance to the caves because it was all this fallen timber and stuff. But anyway, Robert graded the track right to it. We haven't got a track, you know, those other ones we went to, we haven't got a track to them since the storm, just trees and timber down everywhere. But these stuff.
Yeah, we Lois's uncle used to have a place near Comet called 9 Mile, and there was all big initiation grounds there.
Yeah, I think this is probably
big bore rink thing,
Oh, okay.
and they didn't know anything about it. We
Yeah.
used to take photos and shit, and somehow or another this bloke from, what was his name, Gary Welch from India. He turned up at home one day, and I don't know how he found out, but I had a photo of this thing.
Probably about at the end of the line, I think.
That's about it.
That's about it.
I had a photo of this bloody weapon, Lil they call it this.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got a handle one way, and when he get the photo,
Yep.
and he wanted to know where it was, and he said that it's the wrong way around, the handle's the wrong way up. He said that comes from New South Wales.
Oh, okay. There's one apparently down the road from us in a ledge down in, you know, that S-bend you would have come around yesterday on the way up, that you come down and then back up.
Particular S-bend you're talking about.
Only the big one that come down into the gully and then back out on this side. No, it hasn't got rocks in the middle, no. You're just coming along and you're on the edge of the creek and you turn left down into the gully and then you turn sharp right back up again. About, oh no, fair way back. Apparently down in the creek, in amongst rock ledges, there's one of those things an old fella from in town was telling us, old historian fella from in town was telling us. Yeah, we've never seen it, but we haven't climbed down there to have a look either.
Down or upstream?
Yeah.
Is it downstream or
Oh
upstream?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's a just road, this creek disappears just there.
Yeah, it's just, well, the creek's there. You'd go into it if you kept going straight ahead.
Yeah.
You'd just go down, but you turn and come down into the gully, and then you turn a sharp right back out. Yeah, dynamite we call it. It's apparently down there on the it'd be on the upstream side of the road.
Upstream side of it.
It's on this side, There's that much timber on the road. And it looks like another world.
There's some Aboriginal caves on Shotover, in Shotover Forestry. We're just going down to check them out.
Everyone still goes to the caves up at Aboriginal south.
Over where?
Lola and Harvard. One's at Avis.
No.
Most of the one if anyone still goes there. You would have been there?
No.
What?
No. Come on, hurry up through the gate.
We've all been there.
No.
Oh. You're up to see Heckin and go and see them once.
Well, they got paintings on.
I think so. It's where they, somewhere around the Bury corner where they showed all the blacks there. And old William Gunn had a little black shop there. And
Yeah.
his mother held a little girl in underneath the skirt. I reckon she could be the blame for all the Bogabilla black fellas.
Yeah, it's a shield or something there.
Yeah, the shields and moccasins. There's a little flint here.
I wonder what these white things here represent.
What was it though? Flint? I'd be surprised it wouldn't be some more back in here that much.
Yeah. I'll have a look for them in a minute. A bloke showed me once we were walking around this. I started talking about that at 9 Mile, and this ranger fella come out and we fenced it all, keep cattle out of it, and he was telling me a lot of stuff and how to find the stone chips and whatever. And I said, well, what are you talking about? I haven't seen any here. And he said, look, this here. Well, as soon as I seen what it was, they were everywhere.
Well, we put this one that was there with the flat rock that they used to grind the stuff on. You put it up in one of the little bowls things, but we just grind.
Yeah, should have been left here. You pick them up out in ploughed ground and whatever. I got one off Marramine rolled up in Greater Blade one day and the bloke took it home. I just... What do you reckon that is, Grant? Where the emu feet? Oh yeah, of course so. Yeah.
You see with the rocks shailing off and losing some of the
You know, on a video, the colours in this are just incredible. The purple and the yellows and absolutely beautiful fishnets.
Yeah, she's fairly big cat. Been living here for a while.
Well, I don't know whether they actually here or whether it's sort of an initiation thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think any of them do. Any of the experts these days know how to read them or anything anymore, but they all bung on, they do. Those ones up on the tableland, there's some's got the little finger folded over.
Oh yeah, here too.
Well, there's a burial somewhere around there.
Some of them have here too.
I was just looking.
Have their fingers cut off or they've got them.
Well, that too might have been. Yeah, they're starting old rocks falling away, eh?
Yeah, I know, that's why I hate standing under that.
not here even.
On a different...
One was big rock on it.
Oh, I don't know. Wouldn't been on that either. She's pretty stable, but the shaly stuff will come off. She's had heaps of hands, eh?
Back in 1922, sometime, he was
Tommy Durkin's daughter's an archaeologist. Hey? Tommy Durkin's daughter's an archaeologist.
Where's she just? Where she live? Where?
In Tasmania now.
yeah,
She moved there just after Tonga.
yeah, that's why they were lots more like an initiation thing.
Oh look, look at Melba.
Oh,
Tomahawk and this little baby.
where am I looking?
It's clear out.
Oh, here's a different one again.
Needs
Yeah.
a wash down again, it's all dusty, can't see properly. There's some little boots or something up here somewhere. Oh, yeah, love.
There's a boomerang there.
Or they might be someone's written here.
And where you go up the Blackdown tableland, as you're going up the road, unless they changed it now, they probably don't even know it's there. There's you pull up at a certain spot, you go down over the road, and there's a little cave like this, so it's got little kids' hands in it.
Yeah, this one's got little boots and little hands up here. Or little, I don't know what they are, they might be access. Up at our 40 mile, up going back towards Planet, apparently there's the most really ancient Aboriginal art, but we were sent on a bum steer when they told us where it was. They said south of the yard, but apparently it's north. I said, well, we've got to go there before we leave, or we're going to find that.
Well, when are we going there? Well, let me know when you're doing it and I'll come with you. Yeah, she's a pretty big old cave. How far away is that? 60, 80 metres around there, I suppose, that cave, eh?
Anyway, and
See, they would have come up a lot. Oh, well, too, probably.
Just like two straight pieces of
Well, you can see them on there, wherever there was it.
black piece there, black piece there, and a lid on top. Like
Oh, yeah.
beauty. I think I put the fucking into the nothing with it. But I said, you know, that's mine, you leave mine, that's the David got.
Well, this, I answered with this one, it's just like a leg.
I tell you what, he big hand, that fella. Oh, no.
I had a beautiful tomahawk that came from there and somebody else. And it was like, you know when you beat butter and down together and really clean it? It was that colour. And it was really a big piece of the jelly and threw it out before she cooked it. But I asked, I got changed
Yeah.
really sharp.
Go from Mars, whoop, no, can't go Mars in there, big fence there. Anyway, with it. Tree fell over it. There's an obstacle course here. Yeah, around here too. You're exposed to the weather that lot there. Pig's been living there, roos one another. Yeah, these black fellas walked around in this country with no boots on, they've got me tricked. It's a bit rough on our mum, doughies. Maybe they had tougher feet than me. There's hundreds of k's of these sandstone escarpment things around this end of the world. I hardly think that there's only a few of these plains and a couple of them. And when you come back around here is where we were. You know, all the way around back over to there. There's a big lot of them over there, but when you get out away from the cliffs and that a bit, there's, like some of this country, there's cliffs that's 300 foot tall and creeks all around them, and yeah, but you just need a lifetime out here walking around looking for them. Mate. That's just a scrub, all overgrown now. Would have been overgrown then years ago, but see what the fires have been through. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting sort of country around these places. This has got shit turned upside down. Says the right and that way, turned up that way.
The big instruction in
Yeah, I did, but
But it's not, it's in where the shell was sitting up in the rock.
yeah.
And of course it's
whereabouts is that?
big rock up the other way. And we looked and looked for it the second time we were up there and couldn't find it because we were looking for it out.
Yeah.
But that's how it looked
It
on
was
photo.
in depth, yeah.
And we found it.
Yeah.
Again, it's obviously been a big street there and cut up in the yard.
Water.
Yeah.
They found little.
Did you get any pictures up? Can't really see them on this. Probably might be able to put them on the screen. That's not how they used to do it.
No?
That's not how they used to do it. They just walk up there with them all. Like Monday. Imagine kids sliding down there.
Yeah,
I
there's little hands.
Yeah,
Little hands up there.
Yeah, I can see them from here, but I can't. I'm not picking them up. But, yeah. Yeah, we're going out there chasing fossils and things too. And yeah, that's just talking about somewhere out there they found a turtle shell in the rock. Might have been the one you seen. A fossil thing. And down where you come through that rough creek, there's footprints in the fossil in the sandstone rock.
Okay.
So I've got to find them on the way back too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I just thought that there was a storm and it wasn't. It was only on the movie. The water just pours through that when it rains.
See that?
Yeah, it's good.
You see around the other, where I went around the corner down there too, there's a like an arch.
One somewhere with this crack in it, and we've got both on the rock in the crack. I've had a couple of rocks in it.
Oh, something in there.
Oh, well, I never saw it. There's a big crack from there.
You haven't been to read up and, you know, people been through that.
There's a couple more hands there, look. I found a few more around the corner there, but anyway, there's a place where that thing's like an arch out over like that and the water's running around, off the top and around and out through the... See that big storm that come through yesterday might have been still water running out of it. What's in this? So where's our tin scratches, tin mining places and stuff up here somewhere? Yeah, I was working with a bloke, dozer driving, and he'd worked up here everywhere on dozer. He was gonna... No, Fossil. What was his name? Let's call him Fossil. Anyway, he hurt his back at work. And, I don't even know how long ago. Anyway, he hurt his back and I haven't seen him since. But he was going to bring me up. All righto, let's go. And then he hurt himself. We all work in different shifts and all that shit, and by the time we got it organised, couldn't use it.
Unless it's up in the table end up in the
No, he said he was working on Planet.
planet, it might be down on planet.
Yeah.
Could be down on planet.
That brings our visit to a close. Now we just got to find our way back out of here, or not find your way back out. Took us was about 80 k's, and it took us two and a half hours or something to get in here. And we're going to get some more pictures of different little spots that we've seen on the way in, so we'll get them on the way back, and hopefully that big storm hasn't gone across behind us. We were lucky coming out with that big storm on the bitumen, but by the time we got down here it had stopped. It had been through early enough for the road to dry out pretty well for us. But if you're in here and you get the big storm coming in, well, you're stuck in here for weeks. And the big gullies and creeks and just the road itself. But yeah, it's been a good little trip. We just need to get a bit more control over these cameras and shit, get them working properly. And I think we need to come out for a couple of weeks, or a couple of motorbikes or something like that, and go prowling around. And there's a lot of interesting stuff here, but there's a lot of rough bush with them too. Anyway, we'll sit back and enjoy the trip out now. Got a few interesting creek crossings to get through, whatever. There's a different colour.
Goes outwards, mate. They go out. That was a different one. It had the little straight ones.
Are they the same?
Yeah, they are. Those ones are.
This is this. Oh, this. I might talk about the houses on the corner.
Houses on the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
The wattle, huh?
Huh?
The wattles, that's beautiful.
This is a yard. See that big tree there?
Yeah, and yeah.
Well, they had these steel yards outside that tree.
Yeah.
Other mob. Well, we built that yard there. He built them.
Yeah.
Steel cable yard. And just hold them when they walking and mobs up and down here.
Yeah.
And then they built those steel yards for that whole area, and then the mob down town wanted some of the yards, so he said you would take some to put the rest up back up here. And then when they put them up, they put the outside that tree. He said, these things, them bulls just play with you. You go round and round that bigger tree, like round the road. Get in there, the motorbike show at the four-wheeler, chase them round and round the bigger tree, and they just go round and round it. Couldn't get him out of the yard.
They shifted them.
Yeah. But they had them penned up there, them and the boys, and they like the old cowboys. Somebody watching them all night, he said, no, all bedded down, all lying there chewing their cud and whatever.
These are what, the wild fellas?
Yeah, and then about 3 o'clock in the morning, that's what June said, they broke 3 times. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, he said, one a stick broke or something. He said, no way, they went straight through the friggin' fences. And he said, no, we're out there, my shorty jam was trying to race it through the scrub trying to get them back. And
But that's all scrubbers or their own cattle.
Oh no, I think they were the wild ones. Yeah, but only 3 times one night. And when she was talking about, that bloke who got hurt,
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
and he was telling me about that, and I meant to ask her when she talked about it. I said, when they in a mob like that, you've got the one that's working on you and the other mob there, they join in like dogs, like you get dogs like that, and the whole pack will hone in on the victim.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I never thought about that. He said, no, they normally don't, but he said, never thought about that. He said, you're always watching them, but
Yeah.
I don't know whether they deliberately do it or not,
Yeah. Big post, something there, might be just a tree.
Big one.
I was going to say big post, but might be just a tree. Well, it's a post.
ABS brakes.
Is it?
Yeah. Just wondering if the trailer brakes working a bit harder. This is where I thought they might have been talking about the black one thing.
I thought it was on that big flat rock.
No, not that one. No.
Eh?
No, I don't think it's that one either. Don't think it's this one.
Gotta plug my phone in too. I'll get some because I've got flat. But
3 things on there.
oh yeah, it's just gonna remind me when I bloody stop again so I can. This accessory may not be as important, voice it may not be. Flat rock one? Yep.
Road jump somewhere there. There's supposed to be a road there.
Oh, it's just the drain thing, isn't it?
Wandering across that one. Huh?
Yeah, I thought. Oh, wandering across. Sorry. I thought wandering down the paddock.
Me drone going across to get a drone shot coming across the creek. Water run down this gully I was running. Well,
and hard to see with the sun, trying to see. Even though I'm looking through there, trying to see whether it's recording or not, it wasn't showing, eh?
that's the trouble.
Now, 9 times out of 10, I press the recording button, I don't want it going, but you're pressing it because of where it is. But then when you want it, it's not pressing it.
I got a picture you walk across the creek anyway.
Did you? Oh, on that.
They're like big dobs. Big old cow pats or something. They're funny looking rock formations around here. This one here was sitting on top of the base and fell off. And the little prickly pear things growing on top of it there, whatever they are. But there's a patch of them up the road here, they just look like big bunch of igloos. Eskimo houses. I saw the rock formations all around us. Funny looking things. And Grumpy over there chasing wattleflower somewhere. It's not the best camera for this job either, but anyway. A good one in there's lost the card out of it. There's a good creek. They crawled up out of here the other day. Look steeper this way than it did the other way.
I should have walked this one.
You should tell me before you get
I know, I just said shouldn't have. There's a flat rock one there too. No flat rock, that might sand.
camp there.
Yeah,
Good, great to camping.
yes. Just hope that don't rain. Would be good.
That's the way this thing climbs anyway.
Climbs as good as the Toyotas.
Eh?
That climbs as good as the Toyotas.
Yeah. That sounds good.
I put the screw thing, I think, that comes. There's small little set of yards here.
Yeah, just get them used to molasses. So you put molasses in the bucket in there.
There's a liquid or something
Yeah.
there.
And they keep coming into that. They get used to coming to there.
Yeah.
And count the tracks, see how many's in there,
I don't know.
which direction they're coming from.
Nice picture. Oh. Oh my God.
Bit late, ain't it?
Yeah, a little bit. You're right. Oh.
Don't really like that. Too high, hey, used to. Do about 40k an hour backward.
Got those nice red trees on the side.
Eh? Tell me when.
Yeah, they'll do. One door, no, they won't open the door. One window up instead. Way.
Eh?
It's all way.
Didn't see that one.
Oops, stop, stop, stop. Oops. Oop. else been walking here. It's funny, hey? Come down, whoop, straight on flat. Through that gate to start climbing.
Man, Robert wants a bit of days of work done. I'll be able to share this job. So I need stronger trailer brakes for this job. It's a bit tricky, that one.
What's the trick?
That bump there, that rough spot.
Is it? What's it?
Well, it's a nice cruise. Flat road up top and then boof into that.
The gate's going to come this way. This time.
Better pull up here then.
They're all going away from us.
There's a scrub cattle coming up here.
Where's the cattle coming?
There's more of them over in the mirror.
Oh, is there?
Take this way.
On your
And
side.
that road turns off here, look.
Another road turning up for you.
In there.
Yeah, up there.
But there's a hill.
Yep.
That one there goes straight through, see?
Yep. Oh. No, that one just goes to there, down there. Which is funny. The other one goes.
Still bloody, still trapping them out of there, and
Yes.
oh, not so much as
Yeah.
still basically trapping them.
Yep, yep.
So every now and again a clean skin will come through, and I'll leave mine. You know?
He's what? It's mine
Yeah,
then.
we've met. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he said to go in and get them out of the park.
Yep.
He said only take what I need, so there's still clean skins in there. And he said if a clean skin comes out with them, well, Wayne's got a bonus. Yeah, we'll give him a bonus.
I reckon. I reckon. It's all fresh air out there.
57 k's to there,
57 to there.
10 mile yards.
So 10 mile yards.
Oh, you want to get part of the house?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably not.
Huh?
I said it'd be good, but I think it's got too much shade on it. I'll try anyway.
Just an old ringer's hut, what they call 10 mile yards at Planet Downs. She's a bit unhappy, but interesting old thing anyway. I'll go in and have a look. First thing you see is this old stove, big old stove. Check out the chimney mechanism on it. Bit of modern gear there. You got the freezer, old sink. You've been here for a day or two. That's yep, can't see the camera there, but see the white ants have been eating the posts. There's the boss's bed. The white ants right up there in the rafters. White ants have been having a field day here too with this pine timber in the doors, chewed clean off her. The old shower and toilet don't get used very often, I don't think. And go outside there, there's the modern one there, they'll built with a flash ringer scamp. And the reason it's here was, well, just seeing a big tank way up there in the tank on the hill. And a big old lang stand up there. The reason it's one's followed the other, I don't know which, but it's big set of cattle yards over there, big steel yards, modern job. So I'd say years ago they've had a cattle yard thing here, and this crowd just built a big new set here. Just see the poly pipe running up the hill there.
Yep, yep. Oh yeah.
Big ass tank sitting up there.
The door's open on that thing.
Yeah. Nice timber, this is nice. Sort of carpet. Big log.
Their way to get out.
Normal road down pretty much. Look out.
Walk out.
That's what it's all about. Scrawny looking, long neck looking, one of the good ones. Now when I think about it, I think Greg McClyman had a big mob on the truck in there one day from out here.
Oh, okay.
Big old bull, big horny fellas with his head, the shoulders sticking up on the top deck. He was too big to put on the bottom deck. No wee bastards and things. I think that was something there. Another story Rob told me while I was in there yarning. He was at, I don't know, he'd been here a couple of years and he's riding around on a horse, and he came across some tracks in the mud that had been ploughing through the mud. So he said, I wonder what that's all about. So he followed it out for a couple of k's, found an old Blitz truck, an old timber jinker truck, but old Blitz, a war model thing. So somebody had been out there carting timber and got bogged and went away and left her and never come back to get her. And she's still there somewhere. He reckoned I could probably find it on a horse, but there's been a couple of bushfires over it since then. But he said the tyres and everything would have been able to get it going when he first found it, but he said she might be different now. But that'd be interesting to find.
Here.
What time we leave?
20 past 12.
So now 3. Look at that.
12, 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5, 2 and 3/4 nearly. I'm overtaking or passing.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Waiting for school bus. This way.
90 k's to Black.
90 k's to Blackwater.
That way.
86 to Common.
There you go, around there.
Yeah, we put just there.
Tail off the road in case one of them bloody gravel trucks comes hurtling over there.
Right.
Now we've made it out of that, back out of that devil country, back in the bitumen road. We pull up here and have a bicky and admire the scenery. And what you're looking at there is the southern end of the Blackdown tableland. It's about a 300-foot cliff, and up on top is the it flattens out up on top, and that's where the national park is. All really big trees and stuff up in there. Beautiful water holes, all sorts of stuff. But that's where they used to run. Somehow or another, they used to get that cattle up and down there. And it's a fairly persistent story. Lois's grandfather and them used to do it, and then the people out there knew all about it. So walking 1,000 head cattle up and down that cliff is a bit of a feat. And another story I heard while I was working with a bloke, and he reckoned there was a creek out in there where the horses won't walk through the creek. He said, it doesn't matter what you do, you can't get them horses to go through that creek. They'll go up the creek and they'll go through it, but they won't go a particular spot. And I said that to Rob, and he said, yeah, they're a bit skittish. And he said, there's another place there where the ground sounds hollow. When the horses and cattle walk on it, it sounds hollow. So whether there's a big cavity underneath it or whatever, but he said that cattle don't walk on that, and the horses can't get the horses go round it either. They don't want to be walking on it. So there's something weird going on there. But there's a lot of stuff up in there. Like there's some wild country up in there. So we'd have to see if we can't get another expedition up there for a week or two and find some real good stuff. Too much walking involved in that, but hey, need a couple of drones and things, motorbikes and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, we're about, 2 hours from home now, so we'll finish our nibbling our bickies and head for home, and see you again on the next one. Don't forget to leave us a comment and I'll leave YouTube a like and us a comment, and see how we go. See you next time.